Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Amelia with student ID number 2024-32109 from class A. In this video, I will present my network security practicum report entitled Firewall and Access Control List or ACL. The main purpose of this practicum is to understand how firewall and ACL work in network security and how they can be used to restrict access between devices using Cisco Packet Tracker. In this section, this practicum also aims to understand IP address configuration, router configuration, and network connectivity testing. In this practicum, a simple network topology was created consisting of 2 switches, 1 router, 3 PC, and 1 server. PC0 and PC1 are connected to switch 0, while PC2 and server 0 are connected to switch 1. Both switches are connected to router 0 so that the two different networks can communicate with each other. Okay, next, IP address were configured on each device. PC0 was assigned the IP address 192.168.1.2 with gateway 192.168.1.1. That PC1 was the IP address 192.168.1.3 with the same gateway, which is 192.168.1.1. Both devices are located in the same network. Okay, on the second network, PC2 used the IP address 192.168.2.2 with gateway 192.168.2.1. Meanwhile, server 0 used the IP address 192.168.2.3 with gateway 192.168.2 and .1. This configuration was done so that all devices could communicate to the router. Okay, next step was configuring the router interface. The FastEthernet 0/0 interface was assigned the IP address 192.168.1.1 with server as the gateway for the first network. Meanwhile, the FastEthernet 1/0 interface was assigned the IP address 192.168.2.1 as the gateway for the second network. And after that, the no shutdown command was used to activate the interface so they could be used for network communication. Okay, after all configuration were complete, connectivity testing was performed using the simple PDU feature with the ICMP protocol. The tests were carried out from PC0 to PC2, PC1 to PC2, and server 0 to PC0. The results show a success status, which means that all devices were connected properly and communication between networks worked successfully. The successful result proves the IP address configuration, subnet mask, default gateway, and router configuration were correct. It also showed that the router successfully connected the two different networks so that the data communication could run without problems. Okay, the next stage was configuration the access control list or ACL. In this step, ACL number 101 was created using the command deni ICMP host 192.168.1.2 host 192.168.2.2 echo. This means that PC0 with IP address 192.168.1.2 was blocked from sending ping requests to PC2 with IP address 192.168.2.2 And after that, the command permit IP any was added so other connection could still run normally. The ACL was then applied to the router interface using the common IP access group 101N. This configuration was made to simulate basic firewall and network security implementation using ACL. The restrict communication between retained devices in the network. Okay, after the ACL configuration was applied, another connectivity that was performant, the results show that the connection from PC0 to PC2 failed, while the connection from PC1 to PC2 remained successful. This proved that the ACL worked correctly by blocking only the specific device without affecting other devices in the network. From this testing process, it can be seen that ACL is very useful for controlling access permission in a network because administrator can decide which device are allowed or denied access based on specific rules. The next step was adding another ACL rule to block web access. The command used was DNTCP on host 192.168.1.3, host 192.168.2.3 This will block HTTP access from PC1 to server 0 third-party HT. After that, the configuration was checked using the show access list command to ensure the ACL rules will active on the router. This configuration shows that ACL can also be used to control access to specific services such as web service, FTP, telnet, and others depending on the network requirement. Okay, then web server access testing was performed using the browser on each PC. The results showed that the PC1 experienced request timeout and could not access the web server page. Meanwhile, PC0 and PC2 were still able to access the Cisco packet tracker web page normally. This proved that the ACL rules were successfully applied according to the configuration. This testing also proved that ACL and restrict access to specific user without interrupting the overall network communication. Therefore, ACL is considered an important part of network security management. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.